Bernice is still one of the most dangerous commanders in the game. But after the nerfs to Bernice, Nonna and Agrat, Paige may finally have a window. The problem is simple. Burn destroys force shield, and if Paige loses her setup too early, the game is over. But if she survives the first wave, one clean combo turn can punish Bernice instantly. So today we test the matchup. Can Paige beat Bernice after the nerf, or is the burn meta still too strong? I already made a full Paige guide, and I also made several burn meta videos. So today I'm not going to explain Paige from zero. This video is only matchup focus. The question is simple. Can Paige punish Bernice after the nerf? For Paige, the win condition is clear. She needs to survive the early burn pressure, protect enough for shield value, and find one clean OTK window. For Bernice, the plan is the opposite. She wants to apply burn pressure early, break force shield, and deny Paige's combo timing before it becomes dangerous. For this test, the core lineup is built around three IDs. Kitty and Kira provide scaling. Cinta and Sky help Paige survive. Selena and Naomi create pressure, while Alicia enables the combo window. Wyver is the flexible slot, mostly here to help the composition in other matchups outside of Bernice. So this matchup is not about Paige dominating the whole game. Paige wins against Bernice on one clean window. If she survives long enough to find it, she can punish the burn meta. For this game, I'm starting against Bernice, and my opening hand is not perfect. I have Naomi, Sky, Kira and River. Naomi is interesting, but I want to keep her for later. She can help slow down the game with fly, and that can matter a lot against burn pressure. Sky is also a card I don't want to waste early. Against Bernice, Sky can be the difference between surviving and getting killed by a burst turn. Kira can be played early, but she does not really give full value while Bernice still has her passive active, and Weaver is mostly here to clear the board or create burn pressure later, so she is not the best opener either. So here, even if it is not perfect, I open with Kira. The important thing is that I don't want to proc Bernice's resistance for free. My game plan is either to find an OTK window later, or to make the game last long enough to exhaust Bernice's pressure. My opponent answers with Mitsuki, and because of the positioning, I don't think he is trying to push face damage immediately. He is trying to control the board. Here, I have a real decision. I could play Weaver to fight for the board. I could also use skill 1 to start stacking stats, but instead I decide to deploy Sky. This means I sacrifice the board for now, but I protect my HP. And against Bernice, that matters more than winning the board too early. Sacrificing the board on the turn of her skill 1 also reduces the impact of her pressure. My opponent uses skill 1 and deploys Salma. This makes sense. He already has the board, and he only needs to survive a few more turns to keep control of the game. So he plays defensively and tries to secure the position. Now I use my skill 1. The goal is to reset my shields and prepare my comeback. Then I play Weaver to take back the board with burn pressure. My opponent answers with Regina, which is a very logical response. He is simply trying to play around Weaver's burn, so I deploy Selena to knock out Regina. And this is very important. As long as the module is on the board, Selena gets a shield. That allows her to play around burn, stay alive and start gaining stats. Then my opponent uses skill 2. This is the dangerous turn. This is where I need to survive. I don't know exactly what he has in hand, but deploying Sky here is surprising to me, because it means he may not have enough damage to kill me. Yes, I don't kill him immediately either, but I have Cinta in hand and Selena survived. So now I can turn the game. I use my skill to deal with Sky and the healing. Then I played Cinta to remove the burn and heal Selena. At this point, I choose to give up the immediate combo plan. Instead, I switch to a longer game plan. And now, my opponent has a problem. He has to defend against Selena with 4 attacks and Cinta with 2 attacks. Finally, I play Kitty to add even more scaling, and with that extra pressure, I can finish the game on this turn. So the key lesson is simple. Paige does not always need to force the combo immediately. Sometimes the correct play is to survive the first wave, protect enough shield value, and turn the game into a longer scaling fight. Against Bernice, Paige wins when she finds the right window, not always the fastest window, the right one. So, what does this game show? Paige can survive the first burn wave, but only if she uses her defensive tools at the right timing. Sky helped me protect my HP early, Wyver helped me take back the board, and Cinta was the key to remove burn and keep Selena alive. The important part is that I didn't force the combo too early, I gave up the immediate burst plan and switched to a longer scaling game. That's why Paige was able to find the winning window. But this matchup is still dangerous. Burn still clears shields, Bernice can still win fast, and Paige has less room for mistakes. So the lesson is simple: survive first, combo second. So final verdict: can Paige beat Bernice after the nerf? Yes, but only if you are playing at the same level as your opponent. If Bernice has a big level of power advantage, Paige will struggle a lot because burn pressure is still extremely punishing. And let's be clear, Paige is not a hard counter to Bernice. She can win the matchup, but she does not counter every version. Against the multi-hit Bernice version, Paige is still in a very difficult position, because burn can clear 4 shields and break a setup before she reaches the combo window. But if you don't have Bernice, Paige remains a playable option. She can punish Bernice if she survives the first burn wave, protect enough for shield value, and find one kill combo window. So for me, Paige is not the answer to Bernice, but she is a real option. The next video for Sunday is already announced in the new short, and if you watch it until the end, the secret password is Desiree. Let me know in the comments if you think Desiree can do better against Bernice, and remember, the best composition is not the one that is meta, it's the one you master.